Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 7. This is the penultimate episode for Season 5 and the whole show. So, I'm excited. Just so you guys are aware, I was told by a friend, yes, I'm calling you out, secret, who let me know that this is, and I didn't verify the information, so if he lied to me, it's your fault, secret. He'll probably be watching this, but which is why I'm calling him out. Um, that this is the worst rated IMDb episode, even below the episode in season 2 when Elle went off on her own, and a lot of people didn't like that episode. Now, I enjoyed a lot of season 2, where a lot of people didn't, and I'm not. My expectations are set to a certain standard. I'm going to be keeping an eye out just out of curiosity as to what people didn't like about the episode. But I'm also going to try to keep an open mind and form my own opinion on it, because I don't like going off of ratings and reviews and judging it based on what other people think, because there's plenty of like games on Steam that I play that people rate really poorly, and I absolutely love them. So, yeah, that's just to let you guys know that I am aware of that going into it, but I'm gonna try not to let it, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this episode's shit because of it, and just make shit up just to, like, try to fit into the crowd. Hell, I may end up liking the episode more than some of the others. I mean, I've talked about some of the jank and some of the others that, don't get me wrong, I've been obsessed with this season and this show as a whole. Like, I've watched this faster than most shows. Most shows, I'm strict to my schedule. I watch one on a certain day every week, and it's like I like the shows that I watch, but I don't. I usually don't watch ahead. And this is a situation where I've just been, I'm in the mood for Stranger Things tonight. It's only been 3 days since I watched the last one. I don't care. I'm going for it. So, but I will still talk about those little hiccups that make me stop and be like, why'd they do that? Why'd the writers choose to do that for these characters? But yeah, episode 7. I'm excited. We had the whole melty room and nice Jonathan Nancy moment that I thought I was gonna hate, but I actually really liked. Um I I don't know if I talked about it in the reaction or the discussion, or if I thought about it after, but I was thinking about that scene. I think I might have talked about it, but the scene where they decided they didn't need music, and my thought was, I think that scene would have been a lot more powerful if it wasn't like, oh, how'd you know that was gonna work? And she just, oh, it's just bullshitting. I think it would have been better if Lucas had to turn off the music, which severed the connection to Max's portal, and then Max had to use her strong connection to Lucas to then open the portal again, so that way she can get out, thus making her realize that it's possible to do it without music, thus giving her the answer as to how um Holly would be able to get out too. I think that would have made much more sense from a story perspective. But that's just me. So rather than just like spouting it out off the top of her head, just like, oh, I had this random theory at the last second. Oh, it worked. Cool. But yeah, let's jump into this, guys. I'm excited. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ba-doom. Heartbeats. Jonathan and Nancy are still stuck in a room, but it's not melted anymore. Oh, okay. I forgot we cliffhangered on them running to the portal slowly. Be, be some shit if they went in the wrong portals and Holly was in Max's body. Uh-oh. Hmm. Okay. I was worried she was gonna be, like, paralyzed from the neck down or something. Oh. Well, my opinion, this episode is starting off strong already, so that was a hell of a scene. The mom is standing there like, kill me. No, it makes sense that she'd be in pain. She's like, I'm kind of a badass. Wherever Vecna's keeping everyone, she's about to wake up in the lair. Shit. Yep, and yep. Ugh. She's gonna pull that out of herself. Ugh. Okay, at least it wasn't, like, all the way down the throat like it was for Will. Oh, shit! Wait, why? Hmm. Why? Uh-oh. Okay, let's, skedaddle. Yeah. Yup. She's on the other side of the bridge. Oh my god. Cool. This was my theory. Oh, well, shit. He's unplugging from the Matrix. Did he see her? Well, he's not looking around, so I'd say so. I wasn't sure if maybe his eyes didn't work until he fully unplugged. I did get a little emotional at that Max and Lucas scene. Oh, they found him. I can only imagine it's them. Okay. They were trying the wrong wall. Oh, Dustin just doesn't want to lose anyone. He took it with him. Nice. On the other side of the bridge. Man. Fortunately, wherever she is, one has oxygen, which I mean, I guess Vecna wouldn't be alive if. Oh. Yeah. So it happened here too, maybe? Can she fit in that? Does that even lead? With any luck, that does lead to the upside down, right? Oh my god. Oh, that's so trippy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, what? Where in God's name did she just fall? Oh my god, right there? Well, that's not good. That's super not good. That's like... Unless she falls into the exotic matter and somehow it saves her. I don't know how you live through that. That's like terminal velocity. Or that might not even be the right term, I don't know. I've just heard it used. It felt right. It's your dead velocity, that's what it is. Okay. I just expected her to, like, kind of like when they went in the water and then came up in the lake, as expected to, like, portal flippier. He working on his telemetry device? cut him? Just gonna let it fly away? Well, that was... That was very quickly. Oh... I actually kind of want the teacher to, like, learn of everything. Even if it's, like, in the final moments. And your spying didn't amount to anything, so no one got hurt because of you. No, Will. You fought. What do you mean? Okay. That's cool. I don't think we're gonna get an answer for that, but it was like the vines that did it. Well, I don't know how we get there, but I'm sure there's gonna be another way there, right? That doesn't involve plummeting through the sky. We're gonna have to drive up the wall until gravity shifts. Who are they looking for? Maybe like because the explosion happened or something. And the demo dogs just like rampaged. Oh, Porpoise Wheeler. I know. So I'm gonna say this. I accepted Mrs. Wheeler badass moment, but I think she should be staying in the hospital. Uh, let's go, Mom. Small gripes with that scene, but I like the scene. Because it was just hasn't been that long since she had to write on a notepad because she couldn't talk, yet now she's talking. And even kind of raising her voice, which is even more strenuous, I feel like. I like how they're pointing the antenna down, like the upside down or whatever. I don't know if it really works like that, but it's cool. Please tell me they're gonna answer how Holly landed without turning into a pancake. But not pancaked. Brute force! Oh, yeah. Superpowers. That's right. He's like, what? I like that he went along with it without knowing anything. All they said was Dustin was in danger, and he was like, alright, I'll help. Cool. Max definitely shouldn't go either. Oh, let's go! I don't even know the teacher's name. I'm just gonna keep calling him teacher. I know we've gotten it, but... We've been here a few times and we're fine. For now. Okay. Where's Holly? That's not a face of... Okay, we're gonna see. Oh, what? Jeez. That's terrifying. Hmm. Was that Vecna's powers? Okay, the only thing I thought of... You know that theory of if you cut, like, a hole through the center of the Earth and you jumped in, like, just a thought experiment, if there's a hole that led all the way through, you'd, like, go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, until you, like, stop in the middle? Oh, no. I think he just has her. Never mind. That was my initial thought, was she was gonna get trapped like in between the two worlds with like the gravity pulling from both sides kind of thing. But nope, just Vecna. Just Shock Testa. Well, that was unfortunate. Oh my god, he's alive. What the fuck? Hmm. She doesn't know. Well, she's good at passing the buck. None of this is my fault. Jimmy Fast Hands. A lot to take in. Yeah. Maybe we'll get the answer as to what was in that briefcase. If Holly's back in the mine. You figure out she's on the other side of the bridge. He drew it perfect shaped. I mean, I think that shape was in the book too, right? The Abyss. Jesus. Hmm. Okay. We saw some of those cracks before, right? Do we need a helicopter? They had helicopters in the Upside Down. I don't know how else we get 2,000 feet in the air. Oh, poor kid. Poor Derek back there. Oh my god, poor kids. I don't blame the kids, they're just young. They're gonna use the. He's trying to manipulate the kids into talking Holly into. It's easy for her to refuse. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, Derek. Ugh, that look. That actor's so good. It wasn't even that much of like a face change from like his original face. It's just a little bit like eyes just went a little wider. After what happened to him, I can't imagine he would, like, disobey, but the only thing is the way that he was treated. Yes. Oh, none of them know how to fly helicopters. I was wondering, Hopper was a military man. I thought maybe he would know how. There's no shot. No shot we get Yuri, right? That'd be some shit. Uh-oh. Wait, what? There's something I'm forgetting, isn't there? The wall? Or... what? Will. Maybe. Okay. I hate that they call him brother. Alright. And now she's gonna get... oh, it's so creepy. Stop it, kids! Oh, man. But this adult told me that you're evil. Derek's kind of sat out of it. Oh, damn. He's scared for his family. Damn. I can't blame him. I can't blame any of these kids. I mean, they're young and being manipulated. She's playing along now. Holly just beating their asses! Holy shit! Oh my god. They're just choking her! Uh-oh. Ooh, that's not good. What happens if you suffer wounds in this mind space? Damn, her powers have gotten strong. I love Murray. Honestly, you lifted up a Chuck Murray. He does really not like Kali. Conveniently leaving out the part that he was gonna suicide bomb to Joyce. I wonder if there's more to Callie than we've seen, or if he just doesn't know that her goal is to... I mean, I guess Callie wants to end it all by ending herself and Elle. I guess that is a direct threat to Elle. Mm-hmm. Tell him about the cave, though. Yes. He might be able to use it. Hmm. Seeing a weakness that he has, maybe. Interesting framing with him being right in the circle, which is where the matter is supposed to be, right? I don't know if there's any significance to that framing. Fucking ghillie suit. Would have been cooler if it was like an upside down ghillie suit. Uh our homemade spears from last season. That last season? Yeah. Okay. He is gonna. Okay. I was an asshole to you because I missed you. Oh, okay. It even it even kind of felt like he didn't. I don't know. It just felt like even the character didn't know how to say that line to make sense. I mean, I get it, but it genuinely feels like that whole plot line of them fighting and then now them getting back together, you know, not getting back together sounds weird, but anyway. Um what am I trying to say? It all just feels like the writers, like the writers all I saw is let's make them fight. Let's make them not fight now. Like that's how it felt to me. It didn't feel like a natural relationship. I just love him in the background. Whoa. Hmm. She was listening. I get her reasoning, but I don't agree with it. I kind of like that they were like practicing sharing their minds like that before they like do it for real, especially since it's both their first times. For better or worse. Hmm. Ooh. Is he potentially gonna come out to his mom? Hmm. Need to get rid of his secrets. Alright. Of course it's him that walks in. Oh, is he gonna tell Mike too? Wow. He's gonna just tell everyone. Or just them two for now. Oh, no. Just Robin there. Oh, the actor's so good at acting, like, so nervous. Oh, come on, buddy, you can do it. Oh, Jonathan like knew. Oh, Jonathan. You got me, show. Robin hasn't even been able to come out to this many people, you know? I'm gonna help. Let's go. Uh Got a delivery alright, motherfuckers. I thought he was gonna drive through the gate. Well, we're shooting. Alright. Good distraction. Oh, what a badass. This is what a science teacher can do. Jeez. It's a little crazy that Murray didn't get shot and all that, but... Oh my god, what a badass! We're just driving into the upside down. Hey guys! We're going in. See ya. Yes, all those bullets flying, no one shot. Alright. Uh-oh. I hope that's not the end for L. That'd be sad. I feel like since it's been planned out so soon, something is gonna change. Henry being creepy, maybe. Hmm. Well, if you need all 12, and you need, like, compliance, too, hmm. Well, I don't know how it works. Well, damn. We are sufficiently prepped. Definitely a prepping episode, but I liked it. That is it, guys, for episode 7. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely have no idea why that was a low rated episode. It was good. I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was any, like, I felt like it was of the same caliber as, like 4 I felt like was on another level, you know? But I felt like 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, I feel like this was roughly on par with all of those, in my opinion. I don't know. I I genuinely, other than, I mean, obviously, like a lot of the other episodes, I have like some small complaints. The thing is, Stranger Things is very anime, right? Where like the characters are gonna do crazy things that don't necessarily make sense. I've accepted that for a long time. Technically, if you wanna go with like they shouldn't have been able to drive through that military base and not gotten shot, then you should also say that you hate this show altogether because in season 1, these kids should have never been able to do what they did in, like, saving Will and everything when they're so young, you know? Like, all the things that they were able to accomplish over the seasons. Um, but I've grown to accept kind of, like, some of the absurdity of what the characters can accomplish. So, that didn't bother me. Um, Other than that, I only have some like really small things. Holly falling was one that I thought they were just gonna like somehow catch her and she was gonna be okay. But no, she got grabbed by Henry's powers, so that gripe I was gonna have never came to be. Um, but the only other thing that I had is like the only like plot development that didn't make sense to me is the only time we've ever seen that smoke be able to leave someone is when they've been, like, overheated. We saw it leave the Demogorgon when they fried him. We saw it leave Will when they cooked him in the cabin, you know? And now we had it leave Holly just immediately. And it's like, I don't know why that happened. I will admit, that seems kind of not consistent with the rest of the plot, but it doesn't make it the worst rated episode for me, you know? Um, and then the only other real gripe that I had was Mrs. Wheeler talking, which isn't big enough to make me hate the episode. And then the teacher's experiment was kind of silly, how he, like, cut it and instantly, like, cut, it goes up, like, a few inches, and it's like, you know, like that's all it took. I kind of wish he had his idea. He had everyone cut theirs at the same time, so they all rise at like the same speed, and then once they reach a certain height, I wish then it like triggered on his device. I think that would have been better for me, but it was just kind of, it was so instant and immediate, you know. It was just very convenient. But yeah, like the Max waking up scene was amazing. Like I really love that. It almost got me to tears. And then the Will coming out scene did bring me to tears because, you know, like I had a few tears rolling down my face because that poor kid, the actor that plays Will, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but he killed that scene. Like I felt like I was having like nervousness and anxiety just based on the way that he portrayed the nervousness and anxiety of what he was about to do. You know, like I felt like he played it really well, and and it just, you know, and he just, the way he just kind of rambled on, and you know, it was almost like he didn't want to even give them room for a chance to respond. You know, obviously eventually he did stop and waited for a response, but it's like he just wanted to keep talking because he was scared to stop and let them uh let them say what they're gonna say, because I guess I don't know that we didn't see that, right, when Vecna showed him like all of his friends. I don't think we saw any visions of that. But one of the ways that he knows that Vecna was able to get to him, and one of the reasons why Vecna calls him weak, is because of the secret. And if he found the strength to, you know, give up that secret, and all of his friends are, you know, are approving of him, which isn't the same as what the vision showed. So now, for one, he has confirmation that, I mean, who knows what happens in the future. I guess it is possible that some of them do drift away over time after learning this secret, but I doubt it. Not the way that they responded to it and everything, you know. So I genuinely think that this is a like I can see how that would like cancel out that weakness. Now you could say that everyone has like other secrets to exploit and stuff, but it makes me wonder, does all of these kids have a big secret like that, you know? That he's exploiting now? Obviously, I highly doubt all of them are the same reason, right? But it kind of makes me wonder if all of these kids have like a big secret, but or it's just kids' minds are easier to manipulate, so he just took ones. Like, I just wonder what Vecna sees in those kids, because like we were saying, like Derek was kind of like a bully, which you could say that bullying is compensating for something that they're missing in their lives and stuff. Bullying can come from a place of weakness. Uh, but he didn't come across as a weak kid to me, right? Like, even when he like stepped up and was on our side and wasn't, you know, was being delightful Derek and everything, he was very confident in what he did, and he like handled things well. So it's like, I just really wonder what the weakness is that he found in them, other than just the fact that they're young and malleable, you know, which we did see that they are. You know, Derek's kind of being manipulated by Vecna showing his dead parents. Unfortunately, like, the sad thing is, I get why like a kid's mind would be like, he showed me my dead parents, I'm worried he's gonna kill them. But by him going along with this plan, if the worlds crash together and a lot of people die, his parents could die too, or maybe everyone's gonna die. I don't know what's gonna happen when these worlds crash together, or, you know, if they were to. I imagine for the sake of good storytelling, they excuse me, they stop it from happening, you know? But anyway. Um but yeah, just amazing scene with Will. Really good scene with Max and Lucas. I really love those scenes. And then kind of getting everyone in the loop. I love that the science teacher got in on it. And I do like that they like took a second to try to explain things to Mrs. Wheeler, but they kind of just like the teacher was just kind of like learn by experience. You're here now. Like I kind of like that they just drug him around and he was it's crazy how willing he was when he heard that like uh Dustin was in danger. I'd be like, you know, I guess it did help that Murray was there. Like, having an adult there that believes what these kids are saying, I feel like adds some credence to it, which might be part of the reason why he went along with all of this. Um, like, once again, it is one of those fantastical things where it is kind of crazy that this teacher just kind of went along with things and, you know, they're lifting up these panels, which he knows the military is like keeping all this covered and you're not allowed to touch it and everything, and he's just going along with all of it. They're all jumping in this thing, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go too, you know? But I love it. It's great. So, man. We dubbed the Abyss as the name of this other plane of existence. Uh term from D&D, which is cool. I wonder they say it's from D&D. Is there actually I wonder if there's actually a plane called the Abyss in D&D. Like I've watched all of campaign 1 of Critical Role. I know that was like a Pathfinder campaign that then got like it's loosely like they transferred over to D&D, but then they started doing a lot of house rules and they didn't follow like an actual like Wizards of the Coast like story. This was like I'm pretty sure Matt made up most of it, except for maybe some themes and stuff like that. I guess not necessarily because I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it. I guess there was something in there. I guess there was like a lot of themes and creatures and things like that that were um from actual D&D. But I don't remember the Abyss in that one. I've watched about like 70 episodes of campaign 2 as well. I need to get back into that. Um okay, yeah, no, it does exist. Cuz I know sometimes they I guess they have been I was going to say I thought they changed the terms, but it's really just the monsters don't look exactly what they name them, right? Like a Demogorgon is a thing from D&D, I'm pretty sure now that I'm remembering correctly. A Demogorgon is a thing from D&D, but it doesn't look like that what it is in the show. Same with the Mind Flayer and stuff like that. So anyway, uh but yeah, we have that term now. And then we have the stuff with Callie and Elle, which is pretty much the same stuff we've had before of just kind of this suicide pact with based on the nod I assume that Elle agreed with, but we'll have to see how things turn out with that. Luckily, we have a very long final episode. It's like over a little over 2 hours, right? So, um we're definitely going to have to I don't know what I'm going to do about that. It's going to be I'm going to have to try to find like a good time to record that cuz my schedule has been like a little bit tight recently where if I record too long then it gets noisy around here and there's a lot of noise that feeds through the mic. So I don't have like I don't have a massive window of time to record. So I may have to try to get started a little bit earlier than I normally do. So that way I can squeeze it in. If I can do it on like a Friday or a Saturday, I think I can extend my time a little bit. But either way, regardless, that's just scheduling stuff I have to figure out. But yeah. Back to the Seven and Callie stuff. We already kind of knew that was like what Callie wanted. They talked about it. What was it? Was it last episode when it I mean, I think they pretty much hinted at it before, but I didn't catch on, and then they straight up said it where if me and, if we weren't around anymore, then there'd be no one to, you know, be able to get blood from. So, yeah. I really hope we find out whatever it was that was in that suitcase, and if that is like the origins of his power. I do like that Henry seems to have like whatever's going on with that cave. I'm guessing Will is going to use that, and now that Will has kind of conquered his fear and secret and everything, he might not have that weakness that Vecna was able to exploit, and now we can use hopefully the cave and that trauma to, and then maybe by bringing that trauma up in Vecna's mind, we may get to see more of that scene in whatever happened there, So very very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. So yeah, I mean, I don't really think I have much more to talk about. I briefly touched on a few of the things, like them like storming into that compound and everything, and how like unrealistic it is. But when I was watching that, I was like, Stranger Things really is just like an anime where like the characters just do ridiculous things and like run into gunfire and stuff, and somehow they don't get hurt, and it's just a very, very anime thing. But yeah, so yeah, I did like this episode. I just don't have much more to talk about. It was a lot of prep and planning. It was filling in everybody on things that we already knew. I guess that could be the downside of this episode, but I didn't mind it, right? Like, I felt like it was done in a way that didn't annoy me, but I could see people complain that most of this episode was people learning things that the audience already knew, right? Like, we already knew that Will was gay, and now he told everybody else. We already knew that there was a bridge connecting two worlds, and all that, but there was like the kind of re-explaining things briefly to Mrs. Wheeler and the science teacher seeing things for the first time and all that. But I don't know. Like, so yes, there was obviously catching up Max on things that we have seen because she woke up, but I don't know. Just, if that is the reason why, I disagree. I think it was a good episode. Like I said, I think it's up there the same as all the others. I'm looking forward to talking to my friend and seeing. I don't want to look anything up because I don't want to have any spoilers in the final episode, but maybe he'll be able, maybe like when he starts telling me things that he didn't like or whatever, or maybe he'll know why people rated it so low or whatnot. I'll talk to him about it and see, and maybe we'll talk about it before we start the final episode next time. So, anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That'll be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.